cars affect the way we feel. A bad car that's either ugly or keeps breaking down can put you in a bad mood, whereas a good car that's good looking and fun to drive can make you feel on top of the world. Take this Jaguar F-Type Convertible. It should make you feel awesome. It should make you want to give your money away, help old ladies cross the street, adopt an African child. It should, but it definitely doesn't. The feeling this car gives you isn't positive at all. The F-Type just makes me angry. I feel evil. I remember driving a Jaguar XKRS a few years ago. It was one of the first cars I ever reviewed. And I remember saying in the video that it made me want to strangle a horse. Not out of malice, just out of pent-up lust. This thing just makes me want to strangle a human being. Ah! Just listen to this thing. That is how a car is supposed to sound. Gunshots, bombs, nuclear fallout. It's oral sex. In fact, that's a lie. Sex is supposed to make you feel good. The only feeling I get when I drive this is like I want to punch someone in the face. All right, I'm going to try and do a review of this car now. This is the Jaguar F-Type Convertible. There are three versions of this car. There's the all singing, all dancing V8S. There's the V6S and the entry-level car, the V6. That's what I'm driving in today. Now on paper, this is rubbish. The top car produces 495 PS. The V6S, 380. This only makes 340. It's not even that fast. 0 to 62 happens in 5.1 seconds and it will do 161 miles an hour. On paper, that's about Range Rover Sport territory. But that's on paper. In the real world, this thing feels as quick as anything. The F-Type might make you feel nasty, but it really is a nice piece of design. It's obviously beautiful to look at on the outside, evoking memories of the classic E-Type Jag. Its soft, sensual lines contrast beautifully with the aggressive front grille, opposing elements that are brought together beautifully by its muscular proportions. To me, it's the sexiest car Jaguar's produced, maybe ever. Inside, it's even more stunning. I love Jags, but I've got to say their interiors haven't always lived up to the exterior hype. But they've really nailed the F-Type. It looks fantastic. It's got a handle, for God's sake, and that sets the tone. You know that this area here is the cockpit, and that side is for passengers. By all means, hang on to the handle and the one on the door, piss yourself and cry while I rag it around, but recognize this bit is my office. And then there are the buttons. I'm going to talk you through all of them right now. Front and center, you've got the climate control buttons. Hit the middle one, and out of nowhere, the center console rises up and reveals a set of vents. That just makes me feel important. It makes me want to call my manservant to bring some poor people and just rub their face in it. That's what you could have won if you studied in school. Either side of that, you've got the temperature controls for either side of the cabin and also the heated seats. When you twiddle them, the action is so beautiful. Click, click, click. I've never played with a porn star's nipples before, but I imagine that's exactly how that would feel. What's really cool though is the attention to detail. Look at the font on the temperature display. It matches the pattern on the outside of the buttons and on the surround on the center console. More to the point, that pattern also matches the pattern on the buttons for the roof switch, the parking brake, and the dynamic mode selector switch. It's the kind of interior you can be proud of. You want to invite people in here, show them all this cool stuff and tell them if they touch anything just once, apart from that handle, you'll break every bone in their body. Practicality, you want to know about practicality? Screw practicality, but I'll tell you anyway. All right, it's got some door pockets, useless. It's got a couple of cup holders down here, big enough for a grande skinny latte, or maybe a Walter PPK, some cyanide, some Haribo. Also got a very small center console compartment there. And back here, you've got what looks like some netting taken off a dead prostitute stocking. So I guess you could put a mobile phone in there. Good thinking, Jag. The Jaguar F-Type is a sports car first and foremost. So I know you want to know what it's like to drive this thing in anger. I'll tell you, it makes me angry. We already know about the noise and how that makes me feel. We already know about the acceleration. It's good, not amazing. But all of that together, the package, the sense of occasion, the drama, all of that together makes this feel utterly ballistic. I drove this car back to back with the new BMW M4, and the M4 is way quicker, like a second quicker to 62. But the F-Type feels way quicker because of the package, the image, the noise. Get on a racetrack with some serious rivals and you'll come dead last. But because of the experience it gives you, you'll think you won the race. Okay, handling. The V6S and the Big Daddy V8S both come with a limited slip differential and have more power. So they should handle better. However, this thing bends it like Beckham. I've driven cars with a limited slip differential before, and this feels just as agile, I'm telling you. It's properly sorted. The steering is incredibly responsive. Just tiny inputs gives you big movements. There's no need to throw the steering wheel around. This car's almost telepathic. The grip, absolutely sensational. Throw it into a corner, change down the gear, and it just holds on. You can launch it in and out of bends like nobody's business, and it is so confidence inspiring. It is definitely one of the most agile cars I've driven in a long, long time. It feels like a proper sports car. All right, the jury's out as to whether it's as nimble as, say, a Cayman R or even a Boxster. But you know what? I don't really care. This feels utterly brilliant. In the adverts, Jaguars say we should drive the F-Type because it's good to be bad, insinuating that this car is aimed at people who want to unleash their dark side. It's true, it does a damn good job in that regard, but it also does a whole lot more. The F-Type is an emotional roller coaster. Every second behind the wheel stirs up an internal cocktail of fear, lust, happiness, contempt, hate, love. This is a car that makes you feel good. It makes you feel bad. It makes you feel alive. Now, do the math. This might not be a proper M car in some people's eyes, but to me, it definitely deserves that M badge because it is. This isn't your ordinary day at the office, I've got to say. I'm now driving up a ramp into the back.
We've taken on the matte grey to just enhance and give it a more aggressive, enhance the lines of the car and give it a more aggressive look. It's got the